Hey, welcome. I'm going to throw three classic puzzles at you. Now, they might just look like fun little brain teasers, but trust me, they're way more than that. Solving them actually reveals the powerful, hidden toolkit our minds use to make sense of this crazy, complex world. You ready? Let's dive right in.
First up, the magic square. The challenge is simple to say but tricky to do. You gotta place the numbers 1 through 9 into this grid. The catch? Every single row, column, and even the diagonals have to add up to the exact same number, 15. So where would you even start?
Okay, next up, a logic puzzle. Picture this. 4 cards are sitting on a table. The rule is, if a card has a vowel on one side, its other side has to be an even number. Now, to be absolutely sure this rule is never ever broken, which of these cards do you have to flip over?
And for our last one, a classic logistics puzzle. You've got 4 people, a tiny little boat with a 100-kilogram limit, and a river that needs crossing. How in the world do you get everybody safely to the other side? Go ahead and keep these 3 puzzles rattling around in your head.
So we've got a math puzzle, a logic test, and a planning challenge. On the surface, they seem totally different, right? But they're not. They're all connected. They're basically workouts for the exact same set of mental muscles we use for problem solving. And that connection, that thread that ties them all together, is this really cool idea called computational thinking. And here's the most important part. This is not about thinking like a computer. Not at all. It's a human toolkit for breaking down big, messy problems into simple, logical steps that anyone can follow. So let's actually unpack this toolkit. We're going to go back and solve each one of those puzzles, but this time we're going to put a name to the specific mental tool we're using to crack the case. Okay, we're back at the magic square. Remember the rules. Numbers 1 through 9, use each one only once, and every line has to sum up to 15. Now, you could just start guessing, throwing numbers in there and hoping for the best, but there is a much, much more elegant way to solve this. See, the secret here isn't trial and error. It's all about analysis. Instead of just randomly moving numbers around the grid, let's look at the combinations themselves. It turns out there are only 8 unique ways you can pick 3 numbers from our list that actually add up to 15. Now, look really close at these combinations. There's a huge clue hiding in plain sight. One number shows up way more often than any other. See it? It's the number 5. It's a part of 4 of the 8 winning combos. That kind of suggests it belongs in the most important spot on the board, which is, of course, the center. It's the only square that's part of 4 different lines. And once you lock the 5 in there and you put the other frequent numbers in the corners, the whole puzzle just clicks together. What we just did wasn't guessing. It was using the first tool in our toolkit. And that tool is pattern recognition. It's that ability to step back from all the messy details, spot something that repeats, and use that pattern to figure out the hidden structure of the whole problem. All right, let's move on to our next puzzle and our next tool. Here's that card rule again. A vowel on one side means an even number on the other. So how do we prove this rule is true? Well, our first gut instinct is usually to look for proof. We flip the vowel to see if there's an even number. Good start. But a lot of us also flip the even number card, which doesn't really prove anything. Here's the twist. The goal isn't just to confirm the rule. It's to try and break it. And the only way to break it is to find a vowel hiding on the other side of an odd number. This powerful mental move has a name. It's falsification. And it's really the heart of critical thinking. Instead of giving in to what's called confirmation bias, that natural urge we have to prove ourselves right, we actively hunt for the one thing that could prove us wrong. That's why we flip the vowel and the odd number. And finally, the river crossing puzzle. The solution isn't one big move. It's a careful sequence. First, the 2 lightest people, Mohammed and Nadia, cross together. That works. They're under the 100-kilo limit. Step 2, and this is the key, Nadia, the lightest, has to bring the boat back by herself. That frees up the boat so that Alex, one of the heavier people, can cross alone. And from there, you pretty much just repeat that process, this careful little dance of sending someone back to shuttle the next person across. This whole method, this is our third tool, strategic planning. It's the art of taking a huge, overwhelming goal like get everyone across the river and breaking it down into a series of small, totally manageable moves, all while operating within the rules. In this case, the boat's weight limit. So, okay, we've solved some puzzles, we've named some tools, but why does any of this actually matter?
Well, because we use this exact same toolkit every single day to solve real-world problems.
I mean, think about it. Pattern recognition isn't just for magic squares. It's how you analyze sales data to find a new trend. Critical thinking is what you use to look at a business proposal and try to find its weaknesses, not just its strengths. Strategic planning, that's the core of literally all project management. And that last one, abstract representation, that's just the skill of simplifying a problem, which is exactly what these puzzles are. Once you start looking for it, you'll realize this way of thinking isn't just some theory. It is a super practical way to navigate complexity, no matter where you find it.
So just remember, this toolkit isn't some exclusive thing for computer programmers or rocket scientists. Nope, these are powerful ways of thinking that can absolutely boost anyone's ability to face a complex challenge with a little more confidence and a lot more clarity. Which kind of leaves us with a final thought for you. The next time you face a problem, big or small, from organizing a trip to figuring out a new workflow, just pause for a second. Think about the tools you're using. What seemingly simple challenges in your own world might actually be puzzles in disguise, just waiting to show you some deeper insights into how you think?